Hello YouTube, today I'm bringing you a more advanced Tamer build, meaning it takes more time to set up than my previous builds and requires a lot more macros to run it well. I would classify as a utility mage tamer, due to the fact that this build thrives best on pet damage and allows you to be the healer of the group, or be the person who breaks off bosses or whatever you're fighting to attack PKs or players contesting the boss. It also has a lot of freedom in it because you don't have to stay in close proximity to your pets. With veterinary you do for the bandages, but with a mage you have a lot more mobility. You can go within 9 spaces of them and still be able to heal them. The build is 120 animal lore. You need this to have pets, and on that note, 120 animal taming. This is so you can get all the best pets. Then you have 100 herding, and this just increases your pet's damage and pet's resist, especially now that you don't have to focus aggression. It's very easy to run, and it greatly helps with the pet damage. Then you have 100 meditation for faster mana regen, 100 evaluate intelligence for bigger heals as well as more damage from your spells, 100 magery, again magic, lots of damage, utility, all sorts of things come with magery, and then 80 magic resist for survivability, because as we said, your utility, you're breaking off if players come. Now, in my tests, I have to say, I find the Tamer Dexter, especially with command aspects, do about 10% more damage than mages do due to no mana downtime, as well as continuous chance for procs, as opposed to the time needed to cast spells, meditation downtime. However, mages have a lot more living potential because you're not right close to the mobs you're fighting, and you are more likely to live versus PK because you have teleport rope. You're not waiting on bandages for heals. You're just a lot more able to survive, as well as it's a lot easier to interrupt the mages doing their drops if you can do a magic arrow as opposed to having to run up to them and swing and hope that you hit. But if you want a video showing the damage difference, drop a comment below and I can edit together some materials for y'all to show you the exact damage difference. If you're trying to run the utility mage build I have here, I'd run command aspect. That way all your damage is there while you are rezzing those who have died, as well as heal those who are fighting. With the command proc, you instantly heal your pets to full, basically, as well as increase the damage your pets deal. Command armor also increases the followers damage, followers resist. It gives your followers more experience, and it increases your taming chance. Now, that is taming chance, not taming skill. Keep that in mind. It doesn't affect underdog bonus whatsoever. It just helps you tame like the phoenixes, which take 120 animal taming to tame. You have at max aspect like a 50% chance to tame them, so that's highly nice. My favorite pet combo to run is a grave bug with a blood serpent and a blood drake. That way you have one of each class, all have great sustain potential. Having the serpent means debilitate has great value here. The bleeds of the serpent and drake feed into the serpent's blood expertise, and if need be, the drake has area of effect bleeds for multiple mobs, just in case you're pulling multiple things. Also, with the bestiary, the sustain that each class has is well worth putting the points into. Now, for the Wizard Grimoire, I run Create Food, Magic Arrow, Harm, Fireball. I picked these 3 lower spells because they use little mana, can be cast quickly so I can get back to healing. Greater Heal, Magic Reflect, Flame Strike, that's just if I have the mana to dump a few Flame Strikes, and then Res. And that's just more res potential, especially if the group wipes. Resing 2 people at a time is great for the group. Now, the advanced part. Hotkeys, you need target self, last target. I would also recommend in Razor checking smart targeting, and next hostile. Now, you can choose next hostile mob and then set a different one for next hostile player. But you should have those 2 because, like I said, your utility. You're breaking off to help with what's needed with this build. And here is all your spell macros that you'll need, as well as the other macros you'll need, which is all follow, all guard, all kill, all patrol, mana vampire, meditation, teleport, wall of stone, invis, because after you res them you want to invis them on their body so they don't draw creature aggro, fireball, magic arrow, and then of course greater heal, lesser heal, lightning, mind blast, flame strike. And then if you're running tank with other melee pets, you might want to run a tank guard, and then you'll want telekinesis and explosion just in case you run into a PK. And on that note, you also want weaken, heal pot, cure spell. You're also going to need magic reflect, bless, trap pouch, magic trap just in case you run out of pouches, reactive armor, harm, paralyze, dispel field for their walls of stones are energy fields. And speaking of energy field, explosion, e-bolt, we're getting close, arch cure, lightning, protection, arch protection in case you're running in a group, rope, animal lore, and animal taming. Now, with this, since there's all those spells, I also want to remind you that if you're fighting another player, especially if trying to interrupt them, you want to cycle through your spells. Harm, poison, magic arrow. You want to cycle through the spells you use, especially going up the ladder for spell 1, spell 2, spell 3. That way you can get max interrupt potential. Please drop a like below if you enjoyed the video, sub for more content like this, and comment below any ideas or builds you want to see, and I will try to accommodate that in the future. Thank you for tuning in. Have a great rest of your day.